They hate when you elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Express Yourself with Sbpres. I am your host, Sbpres, reporting live from Mastermind Media as always. But I want to start this off a little differently. I will be introducing a brand new segment called Expression of the Week. And the expression that I want to use this week is perseverance. I want any and everybody out there who's going through any and everything in life to know, no matter what it is, you can persevere through it. Goods, bads, ups and downs, trials and tribulations, perseverance. And because of that, it leads me into announcing the amazing individual today. Persevered through a lot of stuff, man. The village boy himself, Mr. Johnny Dangerous. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Man, appreciate you, bro.
Nah, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
And man, this had to happen.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
After I heard your music, and big shout out to the family, LMTV podcast over there, man. Big shout out, man. Hey, Mario, keep doing your thing, brother. Keep doing your thing.
Shout out to Lunatic Mob, man.
Hey, you already know what it is. And from hearing your music and actually being able to co-host the episode, from that moment, I knew, man, I got to have this guy on the show so he can literally get on here and express himself and give a better perspective, I guess, or more knowledge to what people don't know or what people may have wrong. So let's go ahead and write that right.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
All right. So let's go ahead and start off with where you're originally from, and then we'll get into your family upbringing.
Okay. Well, I was born in San Pedro, and out of 310 in the Harbor area. I moved to Torrance. That's where I grew up, in Torrance, California. It's about a stone's throw from the 110 freeway.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I moved up to the IE Riverside at a young age, and then went back and forth from home to back and forth from home to Riverside.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But most of the majority of my life I spent in Torrance.
Okay. So in Torrance, we're talking about, elementary, junior high school. Did you spend some high school years there as well? Or?
Oh yeah. I went to school and from elementary, and then junior high was also there, and then high school. I didn't finish high school, but high school I started my education over there as well. So.
Okay, and everybody's gonna want me to ask the tough questions. So, what was going on and why you weren't able to finish high school at that time?
It was just growing up in the hood and getting involved in gang stuff. I got involved with the gang pretty early at a young age, and it kind of derailed me at a young age, and I got back on course for a while. I was going to get my education, and because of one little mishap of using marijuana before school, I went to school high, and the principal was like, you smell, and it was a continuation school, so they had already police there in front of the school waiting for you to come pass by doing something stupid. So I walked by them, and they smelled the weed on me. They didn't find nothing, but they smelled weed, and it ended up me getting expelled. And I was close to finishing getting my education there, but after that, I kind of just gave up. I started working more, and because I was already working at the same time, but I started working more hours, and it just money took over after that.
Understood. Now, family upbringing. Can you talk about how what type of household you came up in?
Yeah, I came up in from a young age. I came up in a really, really beautiful household. As I can say, it was a house full of women. I really, wasn't around my pops like that. It was really my mother, my grandmother, and my sisters that really that raised me and my little brother. So I grew up in a house full of women. It was it has its up and downs. I mean,
I'm sure the food was good.
Oh man,
I'm sure the food was good.
Yes, I ate really good. I ate really good every night.
Yeah. Now, where do you fall? You fall in that sibling order. You're the oldest, middle, youngest.
I'm the third. So I got two older sisters and I got one younger brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being that your real passion in life is music, who's the musical influences in your household?
I would have to say my mother and my sisters. Just growing up, they would play, music like that I enjoy today, like that you hear over here on the West Coast is Ice Cube,
Of course.
DJ Quick. My
course.
mother loves DJ Quick. Even
Shout
though,
out to Big Homie.
yeah. Even though she swears that she don't like cussing in my songs, but she go listen to DJ Quick all day, every day. And so I grew up on, all the West Coast artists, and then that's probably where everything came from. And then once I, got involved with Tupac's music, it was over. That
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, also having like, the street background playing into the music pedigree and stuff like that. I'm sure that was what led you into more of that style of rap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So when would you say you first did your first project? Yeah, sorry.
I would say around 2010, 2011 is when I moved up to Moreno Valley, and I moved right down the street from somebody that recorded. His stepdaughter was an artist, and so he had a studio, and I forgot how exactly we met, but I think he was talking to one of my neighbors or something like that, and then he found out that I like to rap.
Okay.
So he was just like, "Oh, let's go. I got a recording studio." So he recorded a song. He was like, "Oh, that's dope." And then a couple of days later, he was like, "Let's just do a whole album."
Now, at this time, did you already really know how to make music, like write your lyrics out,
No.
understand bar counts and stuff like that? How did
Absolutely
you
not.
come into that part of it?
That part, the only thing I really knew from as far as writing music is I knew how to write poetry.
Okay.
From from taking poetry in middle school and high school because of my fascination for Tupac's poetry. I started writing poetry. I started rewriting Tupac's actual songs and laying them out just in bar for bar. Just every bar was each line, and that's how I write my music today. Every bar is each line. So it's that's pretty much at a young age. I really didn't even know what bars were until like I started rapping in 2011, and I had to learn like what a bar was, like when they say 16 bars in a song, and I was like, what is 16 bars? And then I would sit there and like look it up, like I didn't want to look dumb, so I didn't ask nobody. I'm over here looking like, oh, what is 16 bars? And I figured out like a verse 16 bars is a normal, from a song now that's on the radio, it's pretty much a 16 or something like that. So when I learned that, then I went from there and carried on with my neighbor that had started recording me. He started teaching me what he knew, his knowledge, and I learned a lot from him watching him work Pro Tools and stuff like that. So. And
were you playing your music a lot for your family? And what was their reaction to a lot of it? At first, I wasn't. At first, I was trying to perfect my craft. Okay. Because I knew how to rap from young teenage days, rapping in the car, drunk with your cousins, and you just rapping in the car over beats. Mm-hmm. And excuse me. I knew I had talent for it because it was coming along. Every time I would get better and better. So it was just I didn't really want to show anybody at first. I was just like trying to perfect my craft. I wanted one song to like, oh, okay, I didn't want them to see the rough drafts or nothing like that, you know. So I think I didn't really show anybody my music. I think they just ran into it as I was, in the garage playing it or, something like that. But once my family heard, I had my first album that I dropped. It was it's called DOA, and I dropped that actually in like 2013, 2014. And once they heard that, then my mom and everybody was like, that's not you. They couldn't believe it. Yeah, that's not you. And I'm just like, yes, it is. Like, why do you? They're like, well, you don't even sound like you. And I'm like, well, it is. It is. That's me. And so after that, there was like, okay, maybe you got something. And who would you say out of them? And I guess we got to put somebody on the spot in the family. Who would you say is your biggest fan in the family? Oh, my mama. Absolutely. Yeah, my mother. Absolutely. Yeah, my mother's my biggest fan. She's day one. And, I mean, my brother will probably get mad that I'm saying that. Exactly. My brother's going to get mad I'm saying that. But my mother's is, to this day, she could be in the whole negative $1,000 and she'll still take out a loan just to go, do something for my music if I had to. So my mother's definitely my number one supporter. Okay, so you also touch bases on your father not being a part of any of this and stuff. if you had a moment today to basically tell him something, what would it be?
I talk to him from here and there. I really don't have nothing. I mean, I don't
Right.
have any animosity towards my father at all. I understand. I mean, I understand he did his route. You know, he went his way. Everybody deserves a second chance. You know, a third chance and a fourth chance, especially their family. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I really don't have any animosity. I'm a grown man now, so
Right.
it's like it's too late to feel sorry for me. You know, but it's you know, I for what I would tell him is just look at me, pops.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Look
Just-
at me now.
Yeah, look at me now.
Because I know a lot of that I don't want to say that emptiness, but the absence there helped you persevere into the artist that you are.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm pretty sure in a lot of your lyrics and stuff, it's speaking to that.
Yes.
Now, has he ever gotten a chance to respond to what it made him feel listening to your music?
Yeah, he responds just like pretty much, you know, supporting. You know, what I mean, I'm proud of you. You know, stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure because I post songs that have, you know, lyrics in there about him, and I'm pretty sure he's heard because I have albums out, so I'm pretty sure he's listened to a lot of them, and he's probably heard some stuff that he really didn't want to hear, but he doesn't, you know, say nothing about it. You know, I'm pretty sure he understands. You know, I'm feeling some type of way at that time. That's just my emotions. This is with my craft. I'm speaking on it. So, I mean, there's nothing really he can say. You know?
Rightfully so. And
Yeah.
you are a proud parent, so I definitely want to give
Yes.
you, you know, your golden nuggets because flowers die. So I give golden nuggets.
I appreciate it, brother.
And how does your little one feel about your music and stuff, and feels about you being on stage and all the reception you get from the fans and stuff like that?
Man, she's the biggest. She's even a bigger Tupac fan than me. She's the biggest Tupac
Baby
fan.
thug life right there. Okay.
Yes. So she's 14 and she has her headphones in all day and she's just listening to Tupac all day, the same song. And I love Tupac, but I'm even like, okay, like how many times are you gonna play it? Like, okay, that's 1,000
But that's real
times.
right there because
Yeah.
she wasn't a part of that era and has a genuine feel for it
Right.
and connection to it.
Yeah, so now when she's like, she knows I do. I mean, she obviously knows I do music, and she listens to. She has her favorite songs that I do, and she goes around gloating, you know, like pretty much like, oh my you know, because she knows her dad's a good rapper. People say he's a good rapper, so she's like, oh, I know, you know, like
Good's an understatement,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
I was locked in within the first 10 seconds. It's out there. If you
Yeah.
guys want to see, we got some stuff out there.
Yes, sir.
So I had the privilege and honor being able to co-host that episode on LMTV podcast. And what I want to say that I said then and now we spoke on it. We were talking about support. And a lot of people fail to realize that we're not doing truly what we're doing for us. We're doing it for the individuals that should be truly supporting us.
Right. Yep.
So let's kind of elaborate on support in the music industry and what do you think should happen to help artists such as yourself?
I think just the fakeness. It's just the fakeness. It's all about how you look now. It's all about the attention you grab. It doesn't matter about your talent no more. It doesn't matter about your rapping skill, your bars. It doesn't matter about your rhythm. I mean, there's big, you know, there's big accounts out there on Instagram that have major following, and they're sitting here just posting just random
Anything.
hoopla, and it's just there's artists like I know a good 10 artists right now that I can name that I know personally that could go in any booth with Jay-Z, Jadakiss, and they would go toe to toe with them. And it's just like I don't understand like why a lot of I mean I know it's attention grabbers and they want views, they want likes, they want clicks, but it's just if I don't that's the part I don't like about it. I wish they would get back to the music and get back to real music with feeling in it and not hopscotch bars and just repetitive stuff that comes out every artist wants to be the same nowadays. Everybody's copying each other. And it's just that's what I wish would change about the industry right now.
Good. You pivoted into my next question very perfectly. What helps you sharpen your pencil and perfect your craft? What inspires you to continue this legacy you're on?
I'm gonna, man. I mean, it varies. It varies at different times. It varies from my family motivating me, my daughter. I want a better life for all of them, of course. But it's just I started music because I didn't like listening to the radio.
Right.
So
Right.
I started making my own music because I'm like, I want to make my own. I know I could rap. Let me just rap on a hard beat. Let me see what happens. And then I started making music, and because I didn't like the radio, I didn't like anything that was coming out. And that's a major reason why I don't follow a lot of people on Instagram or anything like that, because I don't like a lot of music. I just don't. It's nothing personal against them personally. It's just I don't like the music they put out. I don't like. When I like something, I like something, and I let people know I like something. But it's just, I don't know. I have a different. It varies from from time to time. But a lot of times I look at posts and look at music, and I'm like, why are they like? Why is this? Why are they posting this? And that motivates me to like go. That might motivate me to go make a song like. Mm-hmm. But it's just sometimes it does the reverse effect. It's like if they're gonna be posting this all day, and why am I even here rapping? I should just give it up. Like if that's what everybody's glamorizing and that's what everybody wants to listen to, mm-hmm. I mean, why am I gonna even bother?
What's the point at the end of the day? Your family, your daughter. Let's talk about your boys. Let's talk about where you're from and everything, as far as the community that you're bringing up with you in the music industry.
Okay, well, I'm from Torrance, California, and the hood I grew up in is called T Flats, mm-hmm. and I got homies from there that are going through the things that I went through mm-hmm. right now as we speak. And a lot of what I do, a lot of my songs, a lot of my music is for them. It's for them to listen to, not only to listen to, but to give them a sense of you're not alone. Because when I was there in their shoes, I was pretty much alone. Like I didn't have there was a lot of things going on where I was running around by myself. There was nobody to help me. There was nobody to give me a snack to eat. Nobody let me a place to sleep. I was sleeping in vans and under palm trees for blankets. Like, yep. So it's like, I know that there's dudes that, I hope they're not doing that right now. I hope they're not going through that. I hope they got a place to go. But if they are going through the stuff where I felt like I had nowhere to go, and even if something were to happen and cops come, I have nowhere to run. Like, mm-hmm. That type of feeling. And it's just like, I want them to know, like, I've been through that. I understand you. And this is the reason why I made this music, because I'm not right there with you, but you could play this song and I'll be right there with you.
And it can help you persevere.
Yes.
Through those trials and tribulations.
Yes, sir.
So, man, that's what it's all about, making a difference. Like, and we were talking about this as well. Like, it doesn't matter if this gets 1 million views if it doesn't touch 1 million people.
Right.
It doesn't. If it doesn't change 1 million lives, then 1 million views for me. If I get one view and change one person,
that's all that matters.
That's what this is all about.
Exactly. That counts.
And I want to say that because your music definitely gave me a sense of just confidence. Like when I heard it, I just felt it. And where would you say that comes from for you to put that into your music? Because
my confidence, I would have to put that on my OGs,
okay,
my older homeboys. Like that, my confidence comes from a handful of good, solid older individuals that I had around growing up that raised me like their son, mm-hmm. and told me that it doesn't matter what I do wrong, do right in the room. It doesn't matter. There ain't nobody in that room that's bigger than me. Mm-hmm. And I took that to the heart. Everybody's equal. No man is bigger than no other man. It's all about how you conduct yourself, the way they conducted themselves, how I seen them. I got one older homie that's he's the reason why I got a good job right now. Mm-hmm. He's the reason why I got a house under my name.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason why I got a fucking BMW,
Mm-hmm.
He's because I seen when I was in the hood and I had nothing. Like I said, I had nowhere to go, nobody to call at night. In the morning, I knew I had him to call. He would bring me some food. He would come in and pick me up and take me to go eat. He would, you know, and he would pick me up in a Cadillac, you know, a brand new Cadillac, and he would be off and go to work, and he had a house, and he wasn't right there telling me like, oh, go commit this crime, go do this. He was telling me like, you got to get a job,
better,
get a job, do something, get a hustle,
be constructive with your life.
Yeah, if you're gonna be out here just standing around, do something, make some money.
Right.
So, like when I would go to his house. He had a family, and that's what I wanted. I never had like a whole family with the dad in there, and like my grandpa was there, but I never had like the whole. So I was like, when I seen it, it was just so attractive. I wanted it. Mm-hmm. He had cars. He had money and because he had a career, and I'm like, I gotta do something. So that he was like the motivation for me to like to do something. The confidence, like you can do anything you want to do. You don't need, you know, these people in the street telling me, oh, you're just because you went and get a job, you're no good no more. Like He said, so what? Everybody's gonna think something about you. Would you rather have money in your pocket, or would you rather not have money in your pocket though?
Hey, you live or die with that perspective.
Yes,
pretty much.
Yeah. So shout out to my older homie, but he was the main confidence booster for me. Like, you know, and then I also had a few other homies, like I said, that would just be in my ear all night, like just chewing at me, like, you one bad motherfucker, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it would just boost my confidence, and the things I knew I can do, the things I've done, the things I've been through, when I was on the microphone, it was just
flowing.
Easy. It
flowing.
was easy.
So have you came into contact with labels or anything, or is there anything that up-and-coming artists should be aware of when it comes to labels?
I've been in contact with a couple labels. There was a couple labels that I've been in contact with. Nothing really panned out, but I would tell artists, just do whatever your gut is telling you to do. If you want to sign to a label, I know a lot of people say go independent. They want to stay independent artists and get all their 100% of the royalties, but tomorrow's never promised.
Right.
You know, you don't even know if you're gonna blow up as an independent artist. I've been an artist for years, and I'm independent this whole time. I still haven't, you know, got signed and got any kind of, you know, recognition or anything that I feel I deserve. So it's like, if any young artists are out there, and if a record label's coming at you, and just be smart about it. You know what I mean? You might have somebody to be right there looking at the deal with you, so you don't just sign some 360 deal or something like that. But I would say I wouldn't deter from a label. If a label wants to sign you, be open to it. It could change your life.
Just read that paperwork before you sign
the paperwork.
it.
Yeah, just read the paperwork.
You know, get some lawyers, lawyer up, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Have a lawyer look it up. I mean, they're going to charge you, but it's better than you know.
It'll be best to pay that than lose more.
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
And we kind of spoke about this off camera. Did you want to elaborate on the moment where you almost did have that big,
big,
you know,
yeah.
sign?
There was a couple times. One time was unfortunate, where the CEO of Wicked Minds was actually the record label, and the owner and the CEO of it, his name was Rec, and shout out to rest in peace to Rec.
Rest in peace.
And unfortunately, he lost his life right before me and him were able to hash out the details. But it was a lot of conversations with me and him about going 50-50 on his record label, and a lot of money was getting thrown at me, and I was actually hours away from signing that before I found out that he had passed away. And unfortunately, I only got to work with him like live and performance only once, so it was a short relationship, but unfortunately that didn't pan out. And then another, I'm not gonna say the label, because we unfortunately have a lot of beef right now to this day,
unfortunately.
But there's a label out that was asking about me, and they threw out some chump change at me. And when I countered, they said, we'll talk about it. I had a sit down with them, and it was looking good for a while, and we were coming to an agreement towards the middle of what we both wanted. And I would say one individual messed it up and got, you know, disrespectful in the room, and kind of just deterred me from even wanting to be involved with that whole group, that people that were in that room. Just the way I got the vibes after that, and the way they conducted themselves after that, it was just it was sloppy to me. And so the deal that I had that I countered with, they pulled from the table, and they were like, okay, well, you know, on some shady stuff to me. So after that, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go this way, and I chose to just stand on my toes on that one.
Stand on business, stand on structure, stand for something so you don't fall for anything.
Yes, sir.
Main thing right there. But we're at the awesome part of my amazing segment called Blast from the Past, where I, you know, throw some images up here. First thing come to mind, let it come out, brother. But again, you dope as hell, bro.
I appreciate
dope as
you,
hell.
brother. I appreciate you, brother.
So when I was going through the catalog, it was really hard to pick. But I hope you're satisfied with what I did.
Okay.
All right, Mark, what we got?
All right, so we got, I think, 6 different images.
Okay.
Show them on the screen. 3, 2, 1.
Now, what does this mean? What does it represent?
That means, man, that means everything to me, really, right now. And as far as music, that image has been plastered in my head since I started. I really didn't have it visualized until maybe a year before I made it, but I actually drew that out myself. And I wanted something as big as I feel like my life is a movie. I feel like I could write a movie, and I wanted something as big as Warner Brothers.
That's right.
So I kind of like had Warner Brothers image in my head, but something different. I wanted the circular thing to represent the world. And the VB is obviously for Village Boy, and I kind of put the shadow on it, like the image on it to represent Batman. So it's like when I'm called, I'm here.
Your signals up.
Your signals up. So that's the label I chose. I had another label that I went with before that, but that's the label that I wrote, and I own that label right there.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
you.
Yes.
So definitely wanted you to let the world know. That's all you, man.
Yes, sir.
Hard work and dedication.
Yes, sir.
Perseverance.
Yes, sir. Perseverance. Yes, sir.
What else we got, Mark?
All right, here's the second one. 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Ah, dang.
Now, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, that's the hustler right there, Cassidy.
Shout out to Cassidy, man.
And I just got to say, because I don't want to take this away from you, what was it like? What is it like?
Man,
that's a GOAT right there.
That's the GOAT to me.
So for him to share, you know, a moment with you speaks magnitude of what you possess and the gift you have.
Yeah, it was I'm not even, I don't mean to speak about another man like that, but that was a dream come true. Like it was if it's like making a song with Tupac to me. I grew up on Cassidy. I had every one of his albums. I watched everything he did, his battle raps. Everything he did was just so creative to me. Is amazing. What he can do on a microphone is crazy. To this day, is crazy. So it's just to even reach out to him. Just when I reached out, because a lot of dudes I reach out to, they don't even get back at me. They don't even read the message. But I reached out to him. And it wasn't even on like, you know, how a lot of rappers do, like, whoever wants to work DM me type of stuff. It was just me just seeing what would happen.
Just reaching for the stars.
Just reaching for the stars. I had a little bit of money in my pocket. I'm not gonna lie, it was income tax money. You know what I mean? So
tax season hitting hard.
I got the okay from old girl to, you know, go ahead and do what you gonna do.
Make that investment.
Yeah, make that investment. So I chose to reach for the stars, and I hit him up, and he got it back at me crazily. He got back at me within like a day, and he was like, well, what are you talking about? Like, what were we trying to do? So I was like, man, bro, I broke down my situation to him real quick, not to sound like a little chum or nothing, but I'm like, look, honestly, I don't got a lot to work with. I told him, you're my favorite rapper, bro. I need one song with you. That's it. I just need one. And he was like, well, send me the song. And so I sent him the song, and I actually sent him a song. But the song I sent him before was a song that I wanted him on, but the producer was like, you should get him on this song because this song has an open verse, and that's the only one we need to type the album. So I'm like, that he would sound dope on either one, but I was like, all right. So I sent him on the second one, and he responded to the second one. And he was like, "Oh, it's a dope ass joint." He was like, and he told me like, how much are you working with? I told him I got at him straight out. I was like, "Bro, I'm not working with a lot." I told him the price. He was like, "Man, that's not even nowhere near enough." And he's like, "That's not even 10%." And he's like, "That's not even 10% of what I need." And I'm like, I know, I understand that, but he's like, "You tell me what your price is and let me work on it then." And he's like, "You know what?" He's like, he listened to the song again. He's like, "This is a dope song." He's like, "It's Black History Month.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do
it." And then he's like, "I'll let you know. I'll let you know when it's done." So like a week passes by, and I got an email out of nowhere, and it was just like, "Here's the rough draft." He's like, "If you want me to mix it for you," he's like, let me know if you want me to mix it. We can do a video. If you got some more, for promotion, we could do a lot with the song. It's dope. Like, let me know." And I was like, I at the time I couldn't do any of that, so I took the song and I'm like, I told him, "Can you send me your vocals?" Which I was surprised he even let me mix his vocals. I was so surprised because he was like, he's told me he needs his dude to mix his vocals.
Exactly.
But for some reason I couldn't mix his vocals and mix my vocals and mix it with the track that he mixed. So it wasn't panning out like that. I said, "Let me mix your vocals, and if you ain't happy with it, then I'll send my verse to you and you can have your dude mix mine." And he was like, "Bet." So he sent me his raw vocals, bro. Like, and I was geeked up. I called everybody like, "Look, I was looking."
That's like a postcard.
Yeah, I got
from your favorite athlete or
look
something.
what I got, and I had it laid out on Pro Tools. I was like, "Look what I got. I got Cassidy's raw vocals, bro. Raw vocals." And it was just my cousin and my brother grew up with. Listening to Cassidy with me, so they were like, "No way!" They came over right away. They were like, "Bro, look it." I mixed the song, and I think I mixed it like 6 different times before I found the right flow. And I sent it back to him. He's like, "It's dope." He's like, "It's dope. Let's go with that." He's like, "Let me know if you want to do video. Like we got to throw a little bit more money in there, but we got to let me know if you want to do video. The song is dope. We can do something with it." And like right after he said that, he had posted on his page a video of him in the studio, and he was going over the verse, and I posted that on I said, "That was it, bro." Like,
I almost posted that today.
Yeah, bro,
I almost posted that today. I
was like, "Bro, if God is watching, God sent that to me." Like, that was, man, bro, that was the moment. I was like, all I need now is a video with him, and I could stop. I'm done. Like, you know what I mean? That's done.
Man, I don't even know how to follow that up.
What a story.
I don't know how to follow that up.
Man.
What else we got, Mark?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Boom.
man.
So, because he was such a big inspiration, I'm sure he inspired this.
Yes, he was. It definitely his albums is all pretty much him rapping against himself, but he has a song. Cassidy has a song where it's him versus himself because he doesn't feel no competition to him.
The Problem versus the Hustler.
Exactly. And that's kind of where, it's not kind of, that's where I got this idea from. And I felt like at the time when I made this album, there was a lot of who's the best Mexican artist in the game, who's the best Mexican rapper, and everybody that they were throwing out. And there's no disrespect to anybody out there.
Speak
but
how you feel.
Everybody that they're throwing out can't hold a damn candle to me. And I feel like that. I'll go up against anybody and I'll prove them wrong. And I felt that's where my confidence was at the time. So I was like, if it's like me against the world, nah, it's like me against. And I was like, this is me versus me. So
your only competition.
Yeah. So I felt like Johnny Dangerous is really the start of where I started rapping. That's the younger me, and now the Village Boy is kind of the older me. It's a whole different mindset, whole different person, whole different going into situations differently with the mindset of handling things. So it's a whole different rapper,
right?
A
Maturity,
whole different rapper, yeah,
and evolution.
So it's like that song right there is actually the #1 song on that album. If you listen to it, it's kind of me. Kind of tapping into the old rap ways, and then me rapping the way I do now, kind of going back and forth for myself. And that pictures was actually taken, besides the background, was actually taken in my neighborhood. And I actually took both pictures. I had my niece, shout out to Desi, happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
And I actually took that picture. She took a picture behind me, and then I told her don't move. And I just went over and stood over there, and I took another picture, and I just sent it out to somebody, had them do the cover for me. And yeah, man, that's where that whole theme came from, was Cassidy. The inspiration was Cassidy on that one, definitely.
I definitely had to do that. I told you I've been doing my homework. So
yes, sir.
Sequencing
and I seen
things
that,
in.
man. I seen it.
All right, we got another one.
That's
Here
what
we go,
got, brother.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. Now I'm pretty sure I can probably find it a little bit more sharper. It was just a lot of smoke going on. But for a lot of people, they can't see Cassidy is there too.
Yeah, Cassidy up on the wall. That's
Yes.
actually the that's actually a promo image I made. Besides Cassidy on there, and then the writing on the bottom, that's actually my album cover. And I saw the song on that album. One of the songs on that album, actually number one song on that album, is "Real Talk" featuring Cassidy.
I know.
So yeah, so this was the promo imaging, and I was like, let me see what I could do with Cassidy's image, and he said he fucked with it, so I ran with it. So that's actually a picture in my neighborhood right there where I grew up. So yeah.
Yep. I knew this was the number one. I definitely want to let that be known.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What else we got, brother?
All right, see what we got here. 3, 2, 1.
Bam.
Oh man, that's my very first music video I ever did. Yes, that was actually that's probably my most viewed video right now. But that's actually my first video. I had a lot of fun doing that. Shout out to Gutta Gone. Shout out to Versa. Shout out to all the females, lovely ladies that was in the video. But that was a shot in the Blue Room in downtown LA. Yes, sir.
Man, what was the feeling and the idea behind the video?
I actually wanted to try to get a mansion, but everything that I was looking up was way out of my damn price range that I wanted. You know, I didn't want a mansion that looked like a regular house or anything like that. So I started looking at renting places to rent for music videos and stuff like that. And somebody sent me this link, and he's like, if you do it in this room, just shut the blinds. You know, it look like you in a expensive ass place.
Oh, it definitely did.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, there's a lot of gold, there's a lot of stuff in there. So, and the song's called "Sound Like Money," so I wanted to look like money. So I got my boys some suits complimentary of the Village Boy for the video. They got to keep them. I sent them home with that. And yeah, but my plan is to get actually those two right there on your show with you, bro.
Hey, speaking into existence, it exists.
Yes, sir.
I say this all the time.
Yes, sir.
Family of family is family. So I would love to go ahead and get that situated, have them in the DMs and stuff like that. Again, I'm not too hard to find. It's not too hard to sit across from this table and express yourself.
Yes, sir.
So, Mark, what else we got? I'm so excited. I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
I think it's the first or the last one. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
Boom.
Ooh, the last album I released. Yeah.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears you put into that one, man.
Yeah, this one was, I was going through a lot of dark days when I made this one. I'm not even going to lie. I was going through a lot of what people will call depression nowadays. But I was just going through some rough stuff, some dark days. And I made this album kind of to get back to roots. To get back to my roots and to bring that Mamba killer instinct out of me, because right before this album, I made a JD versus VB, and there's a few of my friends that weren't really too happy, like they weren't satisfied, like they wanted more, like gutter, like, and I'm like, bro, because right before that I had made an album called Love. So they was upset with me. They was like, bro, how you gonna go R&B? And I'm like, bro, that's
I gotta
me.
show versatility, man.
I told them that's me. I love R&B. That's what I grew up with. So I kind of went, JD versus VB was all my creative, like, that was all me. That's my favorite album that I've ever did. And so when they were like, oh yeah, that's cool, but we want some gutter, like, so, okay, I was okay. You want some like harder stuff. So this album came out. This one has more of like the rugged, more, you know, bars into it, kind of songs that you would listen to and you were like, okay, it's not a club banger, but it's something you listen to, you like,
You chopping it up.
yeah, he's chopping that shit up, like. So this is 6 hot songs. I call it the sixth letter, because the 6th letter of the alphabet is F, and I'm from Flats, so that's the 6th letter of the alphabet, and I put it on fire because that's how I feel like I am. Every time I'm on the microphone, I feel like I'm on fire. So that's what I named that, and that's where that album came from right there.
Okay. The story behind that already is just enough.
Yes, sir.
So I do have to ask about this album. Did you feel like the amount of songs on it was enough? after just putting out a product of work prior to that?
Yeah, well, the JD versus VB was 13 songs, and this one only has 6. And so like at the time, I was like, man, I'm used to doing 24, 25 songs an album. That's what I love to do. So
as a fan, that's why I'm asking. Like, do you feel like 6 was obviously goes with everything?
Yeah,
but man, you could have gave us 6 of these, and it would have just matched it.
Yeah. So the reason why I only did 6 because it's called the 6th letter. Yeah. So I was like, how dumb would it be? Like, you know what I mean? So like, I kind of said, I'm only gonna do 6 songs on this one.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Right. But yeah. So that one, I was like, at the time there was everybody that was putting out projects at the time were doing 3 songs. The Baby, he was putting out 4 or 5 songs on a EP. And everybody was doing 4 or 5 songs. So I was like, I'm gonna do 6 then. And that's why I did this one, and the name kind of fit everything. Everything just kind of came together. But I would never do another album with 6 songs again. It's got to be 13 or more. I promise you.
Please, please, and thank you. As a consumer, I need that.
Yes, sir.
I need that, man. I'm truly sitting here as a fan, so I have been having nervous moments and stuff like that, stumbling on words and everything. But we good.
Yeah.
I do have another question that I would like to ask, and it's in depth. So prepare yourself.
Yes, sir.
So, with the music industry being where it is right now, where do you truly see your position, and how do you feel as far as the category of music that you represent is being represented right now?
I feel like I know a lot of mainstream rappers are gonna say that their music is in a good place. Everything's in a good place. It's better than it's ever been, but I don't feel that way. I feel like it's deteriorating. I think everything's watered down now, and I think real music is dying. And as far as me, I would think, you know, every rapper would try to say that they would think themselves on the top of the hill. But as far as like, you know, what everybody counts nowadays is views and everybody attention and all that stuff. I think my position is really, really underrated. I feel like I should be, you know, way past, you know, a lot of rappers that are out right now making a lot of money and making a lot of noise.
I second that.
And I feel like my position, but, you know, a lot of it's on my part. You know what I mean? A lot of it's due to stuff that I've been through. I couldn't really put my whole 100% into music all the time, you know, and it's not, you know, beggars, like you said, beggars can't be choosers. And so I did what I could when I can. And I worked with what I had. And like the music industry is just, to me, is just watered down right now. I don't like where it's at, but it's just, like I said, it's a wave that you can't stop. It's just one man. I'm just one man, and I mean, I could sit here and put out good music all day, but if they're gonna go and look at, you know, Humpty Dumpty over there because he sounds like he's a goofball and he's, you know, got pink hair or something like that, I can't control what they want to watch, you know. So my position is just I'm gonna keep doing me as long as I can do me. I think I'm like LeBron. I think I got a couple more years in me.
Okay.
And I try to make as much noise as I can on the way out. But I mean, I don't regret nothing, man. I mean, I don't regret not being a millionaire because of rap. I did it because I love music.
I'm gonna say, because you said something about LeBron. No, I'm a Laker fan, so we good there. I have to tell a lot of Clipper fans that came on here like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
But I will say this, like LeBron, you can keep going and stop whenever you want. The talent is there, the drive is there, the commitment is there.
Yeah.
You're it, bro. Like,
I appreciate it, man.
And you know, I love to champion people and everything, and this also slides into my brand new segment that I'm gonna be ending the show on. It's the Shoe Pug Inspiration. Shoe Pug is all about inspiring people to persevere over things, and also family and community and stuff. So go ahead and say thank you for being here. But
oh man,
could you honestly, while receiving this awesome Shoe Pug sweater and some socks, bam, best socks in the game, best socks in the game.
I concur.
Best socks in the game.
Hey,
Both are so comfortable, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, fellas.
So, like I said, Shoe Pugs is big about inspiring people and I want to coin this moment as a shoe pug inspiration. So can you tell the audience that one moment in your time that inspired you to be who you are now?
I'm going to have to say probably the first day I took my daughter to school. Yeah, the first day I took my daughter to school, I was the one that drew the straw on that, because it was me and her mom were going back and forth, like, because we couldn't take it, we couldn't do it. And the first day I took my daughter to school, I dropped her off, and when she was walking away, she turned around and looked at me. She's like, "I got this."
Oh, that tearjerker moment.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I felt that. I felt that. Who's cutting onions in here?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yeah, bro. But she turned around. She's like, "I got this." And then she turned around again to look at me, make sure I was walking away. But I didn't walk away right away. She was like, "You're good." And then she ran back up to me, gave me a hug, and she's like, "I got this, Daddy." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be right here waiting for you right out of school." But I didn't even leave. I went out right outside the gate. I went right outside the gate.
There, so what y'all having for lunch? Because I've been here.
Yeah, because her little recess area was right there right outside the gate where the parking was right there. So I waited right there, and everyone was calling, "Where are you at? I'm busy." You know what I mean? I waited all that whole 6 hours until she got out, and when I seen her come out for recess and lunch, I was right there like waving her. And it was that when I went home, I was like, man, I gotta. Not only the person that I've become already in front of her, but I got to make myself better every day. I got to do better.
Big inspiration right there, brother.
Yes.
Like, thank you for helping me with that first. That's the first, shoe plug inspiration segment that I'm introducing to the podcast as well. But I'm not a parent. That was inspiring as hell, brother. Like, seriously, that means a lot to, and I also want to champion, proud parents and stuff, because a lot of people don't get the golden nuggets that they deserve in life. So, right. Man, big ups to you on that. But mainly, big ups to you on the freaking music you smashing with, bro. I appreciate it, man. Any up and coming projects that you want to let the listeners know of? Actually, no. No, I ain't got nothing cooking. You felt like 6 was enough for us right now. Yeah, let us simmer down a little bit. No. I've been doing a few features. I've been kind of I've been kind of too busy to be doing music, but I've done a few features here and there, but pretty soon here in the next month and a half, I'm gonna start a new project. I don't have a name for it yet. I don't have any idea where I'm going with it yet, but I feel like I got to get back in the studio and start expressing myself. Yeah, sir. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. So, within a month or two, I'll post some stuff. I'll let you know. I'll send it to you. I'm gonna see it. Yeah, but I would like those like how you was getting Cassidy's files. Yeah, I like those files too, man. Yeah. I like those vocals, bro. Okay, definitely bring it full circle. I'm genuinely a fan. I appreciate you, brother. Seriously, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you being here, and I'm a fan of you as well, bro. Thank you. Not only because of the podcast, you guys, I appreciate everything you guys are doing. But because of our meeting the last time I met you with Mario, you're just the way you can, like I told you off camera, the way you conduct yourself, the way the way your mannerisms, the way you have a 70-year-old mindset. You know what I mean? You got the mindset of a 70-year-old man, and that's the hum that comes up the stairs every time. That's my grandfather in me. Hey, bro, and it's knowledge, and you can tell that you don't play around with knowledge. You're willing to accept anything that comes in your ears that sounds pleasable, and I respect that a lot, bro. I'm a fan. Man, I want more to be able to give more. Yes, I'm a giver, and that's the main thing. Be able to acquire more things in life, to be able to give more things in life. So could you please give the viewers and listeners your Instagram handles and where to find your music as well? Yeah, I'm available on all platforms. You look up Johnny Dangerous. Dangerous is spelled without the O. Right. So you look up Johnny Dangerous on all platforms. On social media, my @ is The Village Boy. On Instagram, I'm really not on Facebook really too much, but I am on Instagram. That's on pretty much the only platform I'm on. Also, YouTube is Johnny Dangerous as well. You subscribe to that. Okay. No MySpace. No, I'm just playing. I was gonna go further back and stuff. Go further back. Yeah, no. Oh man, you guys already know who I am. I am your host, Sbpres, and thank you as always. And like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gone. First, let me demonstrate how you can rise to the top. Yeah, I had to elevate. Yeah.